I think most definitely it becomes more computing centric.
You know, I've been attending Mobile World Congress for years now, and one of the things that we've seen is that Mobile World Congress as an event is very important because it really sets the tone for the next year. And so a lot of the technologies that are talked about at the event really come into play usually a year from now. And so what I'm expecting to see there is a lot of talk about convergence, but not just at the hardware level, you know, between smartphones and tablets, but more importantly on the services and on the ecosystems that are now beginning to emerge.
You'll see it having it's sort of almost a diminishment, if you like, of mobile centricity and more kind of a rise of more computing centric language and marketing speak and the like. So what's interesting about that, of course, is that also reflects the idea that we may indeed be definitively moving into something of a kind of a post-PC era. Some might call it. I would maybe call it like an extended PC era.
From a technology standpoint, we're going to start seeing a lot more integration happening in terms of different types of connectivity technologies, and not just cellular, but the combination of cellular and wireless. And there's a plethora of other short-range wireless technologies that people are continuing to embed into the devices. So that will be talked a lot about, and even from an architecture standpoint, you're going to start seeing a lot more companies talk about phones and tablets that have dual-core, multi-core processors embedded into those applications. And so we're just beginning to see the start of that, like we've seen it in the PC over the last couple of years.
There were a number of sort of big dogs in the handset space that kept their powder dry at CES. Most conspicuously, I think HTC and Samsung are going to have very sort of strong product-centric shows where they come out with their sort of next-gen portfolio updates. And so we'll see that. I think it'll be a bit more tablet-light than what we saw at CES, where we alone, I think, counted 82 tablets on the floor, and I don't think we got them all.
I think what is surprising me about the event and the players that come to the event is just the amount of change that is just still about to happen. So I think the leaders that you've seen in the telecom world, whether the service providers like Vodafone or NTT Docomo or SK Telecom in Korea, they're all changing very quickly, and they're all embarking and getting into other spaces that are not traditional to their core business. So I think what's going to be surprising is who's going to be on top this year and how it's going to change next year. I think the markets in the wireless area are changing so fast, and because you're adding an element of services and software along with a lot of the traditional devices, it just brings a plethora of these different companies together. And I am not going to be surprised 2 years from now when we start talking about the next big player at the system level, and this company is going to be someone that is not the leader today.